In May 2020, right in the middle of COVID, I uploaded my first YouTube video. I had no plan, I didn't have a strategy, just burnout and the need to do something different with my life. Fast forward 5 years, over 300 videos, multiple channels, and real income. I'm sitting here to answer the question I get all the time. Is now, 2025, a good time to start a YouTube channel? Let me give you the real answer. No fluff, just truth from someone who's still doing it 5 years later. I think the first thing we need to discuss is you need to know your why. What is the reason that you are going to do this? Why do you want a channel? Before you buy gear, before you stress about thumbnails or analytics, you need to ask yourself one thing. Why are you doing this? And from my experience, there are only 3 reasons people start. So first, you want to break routine. Maybe you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job or just tired of doing the same thing every single day. YouTube can be a creative escape. That's how I started, just trying to find something meaningful outside of work. For number 2, you want to earn some side income. Maybe you've seen creators making money and want a slice of it. Fair enough, this is a business opportunity if you treat it like one. And number 3, you're laying the foundation for something bigger. Maybe you don't know what you want yet, but you want options. In today's job market, that's smart. The UK, the US, Europe, we're all dealing with soft hiring, layoffs everywhere, and automation creeping in, that's really not helping the job market. But YouTube isn't just for creators anymore. It's a skill stack, a backup plan, an engine for freedom, but your path depends entirely on your reason for starting. Before we dive into anything else in this video, I think we need to talk about the YouTube landscape, because this is important. Back in 2020, there were around 30 million YouTube channels. That is plenty, no doubt. But in 2025, today, there are over 115 million active channels, meaning that we've had an explosion of up to 4 times as many creators. So yeah, it's noisy, it's competitive, and getting views is harder now than it was 5 years ago. But here's what most people don't know. Only about 10% of channels ever reach 1,000 subscribers. Less than 1% hit 100,000 subscribers, and only 0.09% ever make it to 1 million. Now, I've got a number of channels, to be precise 3, which are over 10,000 subs. And most channels don't make it past the first 10 uploads, so they're nowhere near 1,000 subscribers. So there is a lot of opportunity to grow, as long as you do a couple of simple steps. So if you are going in, you need direction, commitment, and patience. But you will get there if you do the work, you have the commitment, and you really want to do it. We also have to demystify the numbers, because the real numbers are not as happy or as rosy as some people expect. Although, that's just one angle of it. If we're talking just about the views, because there are numerous ways of how to make money on YouTube. So let's just generalize some things, but for you to know the lay of the land. So everyone hears YouTube income and imagines life-changing money. Here's the reality. The average CPM, what advertisers pay per 1,000 views in niches like tech or lifestyle, is about $10. So $10 per 1,000 views. But that's what advertisers pay to YouTube. What we, the creators, actually get is called the RPM. So this is what we get after YouTube gets its cut. That's closer to $4, $4.50 per 1,000 views. So if your channel is getting 100,000 views a month, that's only $400 per month in ad revenue, which is decent as a side hustle, I guess, but not enough to live on. And getting those 100,000 views consistently, that's over 3,000 views per day. That takes time, content, SEO, consistency, and skill. That's why I always tell people, don't rely on ad money alone. If you want to earn on YouTube, you need affiliate marketing, product links and referrals, sponsorships, your own offers, courses, services, digital products. The money is there and it's on the table, but it doesn't come easy. It comes with strategy. Let's do another debunking of a myth. So, you don't actually need a full camera rig to start. My first 2 years, I filmed on my phone with a lapel mic and natural light. Like, I literally went out to a park, set up my phone on a tripod, attached my mic, and just started talking into the camera and making some shots of the trackers. That's it. No fancy studio, no DSLR, no Elgato key lights. What matters more is clean audio, good lighting, and steady delivery. That's it. Sit on the edge of your bed and speak from the heart. That's more powerful than any expensive lens. Well, at your starting point at least. Eventually, yes, you will upgrade, but start small and start smart. What YouTube gave me goes way beyond money. It taught me how to communicate better, how to plan my week, how to build efficient systems, how to think like a marketer. It introduced me to people I would have never ever met. It gave me skills I now use across all my businesses, my projects, as well as my 9-to-5 job. And most of all, it gave me purpose, something I could build that was mine, solely mine. But it also forced me to grow, to learn outsourcing, to manage time better, to become sharper, because now I had more to do, not less, but it's always the same 24 hours in a day. And that's what people don't talk about, the soft skills and that rise of knowledge that you get, and you're gonna love it. And that's what people don't talk about, the soft skills, the mindset shift, the personal upgrade is insane. And it's all basically down to you or up to you. So let's go back to the question, should you start in 2025? And the answer, well, it's not easy. If you're chasing a shortcut to fame or passive income, you'll hate it. But if you're doing this to learn, grow, create, or build, then 2025 is actually the perfect time to start. Because while the competition is fierce, the tools are better. What's available in the market now in 2025 was not there in 2020. What we're going to see in a couple of years is going to be absolutely insane, I'm sure. But if we've seen a growth of 4 times within the last 5 years, in the next 5, it's probably going to be even more. So by 2030, we should be expecting like 500 million channels. It's going to be absolutely difficult to get any views. So if you want to get into it, this is the perfect time to start. The creator economy is real, and there are people right now waiting to hear from someone exactly like you. There are so many viewers out there. Basically, whatever story you have to say, whatever experience you want to share, there will be someone out there who's willing to listen. And it's also about knowing how to get your message across to those people. It's about analytics, SEO, and you can learn all these things. Don't overthink the niche. Don't wait for the perfect gear. Just start with what you know, where you are, and a reason that matters to you. And if you stick with it, it might just change your life the way it changed mine.